taken us through that, and the clarity that you've given it certainly belies the sheer amount of hard work, I think, and painstaking research that's gone into it. And can I congratulate you and Mark and John Lord, the other co-author who can't unfortunately be with us this morning on an incredible report. I'm now going to hand over to Richard so that we can continue hearing from our speakers this morning for his remarks. Thank you.
Many thanks, Joe. We at Brodie's are delighted to be part of Scotland's Urban Age too. With offices in all three of the Age cities, Brodie's is acutely aware not only of the challenges that each city faces, but also the importance of their success to the national economy. The Age cities need to be vibrant places for people to live, work and to visit. There is now a collective responsibility to implement the recommendations of Scotland's Urban Age 2 through collaboration, investment and commitment. And we want to play our part. I'm going to speak to two of Brodie's experiences, our personal experiences, directly related to the themes of the report, and specifically, and forgive me, but specifically focusing on Edinburgh. First though, an Edinburgh story. When I was a trainee lawyer almost 25 years ago, I would walk with my boss, carrying his papers, from an office on Queen Street up to the courts in the Old Town. He once said to me as we walked eastwards along Princes Street, "Richard, look left and you could be on any high street in the UK. Look right and you can only be in one place in the whole world." That statement is, without doubt, unequivocally true. And so Edinburgh has a unique selling point. There is a phenomenal opportunity to be seized. And now to Brodie's experiences. Our first experience interfaces with three themes of the report: developing our human capital, climate leadership, and city centres. Brian mentioned wellness and ESG. That experience is this office. The most important capital that we have is our people, and as you look around you, we are investing in giving our colleagues what we like to think is the optimal physical space in which to work. In the office is part of a hybrid model, or smart working, as we call it. Now, during the pandemic, we moved from our fondly remembered, but Warren-like and drafty Athol Crescent office here to Capitol Square. We didn't scale back our fit-out plans because of the pandemic. Quite the contrary. Our pandemic experience shaped the design of this office, particularly the well-being and the mentoring of our colleagues. Creating an attractive workspace so that our people want to come into the office. I love it, and I know that my colleagues do too. And this building at Capitol Square has some of the best environmental accreditations. Now, those details are quite techy, so let me give you some straightforward facts. The building has solar controlled glazing to minimise solar gain and reduce mechanical cooling demands when it's obviously sunny and hot out there. 170 solar panels on the roof, designed to produce up to 48 kilowatts of electricity fed back into the running of the building. Low energy LED lighting, a recycling scheme capable of recycling 100% of the waste, and notably, only a handful of my colleagues get a car parking space, and I don't. I walk to work. And there are plentiful secure bike racks, and there's some super changing facilities downstairs that wouldn't look out of place in a nice country club. And beehives, yes, beehives will be on the roof soon to enhance the ecosystem. So look out for Capitol Square honey. Our second experience interfaces with another three themes of the report: re-imaging our city centres, planning frameworks with flexibility, and radical reshaping of business rates. That experience is our market experience, particularly within real estate, in housing, offices, retail and repurposing, and other sectors. So, first, housing. Housing developments continue to come forward within the city centre, in the immediate suburbs and also in the vicinity of the bypass. Some are being designed as self-contained communities where one can live, work, shop and play. And we're seeing a variety of housing models to accommodate different price brackets and tenures. Not simply the traditional build to sell, but also build to rent, which has really accelerated over the last 3 years or so. And, critically, the preservation of affordable housing. Now, the newest on the block, the build to rent developments, have had their headwinds, often planning related, as the various stakeholders have wrestled with what is a new type of living experience. As for the developments themselves, close to the city centre, the McEwan at Fountainbridge is available to book. In the pipeline are mixed-use schemes at Newtown Quarter on Dundas Street and at Stead's Place off of Leith Walk, and others in and around Bonington and also at Fountainbridge. We expect to see future housing trends, including more co-living and retirement models. Next, offices. Now, notwithstanding the pandemic, there are some really good news stories. For example, here at Capitol Square, and the huge development down the road at Haymarket, which has signed up occupiers fantastically well. Next is retail and repurposing. The St James Quarter has got off to a really encouraging start. Well, certainly my teenage daughters love it. Occupiers include both new entrants to the Scottish market and the relocation of occupiers from other parts of the city centre, including Princes Street. Now, one might ask, why did they have to move? Well, a lot of the units on Princes Street are now unfortunately just unfit for the requirements of modern retailers. Listed buildings present a major challenge. The modern retailer is very much tech heavy, needs sophisticated IT and air conditioning, and slick storage and servicing routes. The St James Quarter provides that, and it's superb that Edinburgh has this offering, still within the core city centre. And as you know, the scheme also includes a hotel with the double U opening in the winter, and housing as well. And it's definitely not all doom and gloom for Princes Street. There is an amazing repurposing opportunity. And we're beginning to see that with the Johnny Walker experience and the redevelopment of Jenner's. And there'll be other hotels coming soon. As for other sectors, it would be remiss of me not to mention the city's outstanding universities and colleges and the pool that they have in attracting people to the city. The flourishing growth of life sciences, including at Edinburgh's Bio Quarter, the development of data science and artificial intelligence at the Bayes Centre, plus all the IT startups that we have. Again, all attracting skilled people to the city. Now, coming back to my story at the start, Princes Street is Edinburgh's flagship. Paris has the Champs-Élysées, where retail is experiential, meaning it's a customer experience. It has flagship stores interspersed with hotels and leisure offerings, and apartments too. We should be ambitious that Princes Street could have a similar offering and be in that echelon. Why not? There might be cynics to what I've just said, just saying that's only for the tourists. But I don't think so. The principal beneficiaries will not be the tourists, though we dearly hope that they will love their Edinburgh experience. The principal beneficiaries will be the stakeholders of Edinburgh, the businesses and the people who work in those businesses. The report is titled Shocks to the System. The repurposing of Princes Street should be at the epicentre of positive, sustainable growth, with those positive effects like dropping a pebble in a pond, rippling out across the city and beyond. So in conclusion, let's be ambitious and enthusiastically grasp the opportunities set out in Scotland's Urban Age 2.